24 World War II veterans were honored today during the village of Sunbury's 4th of July celebration. But one veteran in particular has a story about war that typifies the sacrifice he and others made so that we can enjoy the freedoms we have today. 10 TV's Kevin Landers is live in the newsroom with this story of love and loss. Kevin.
In 1943, Columbus-born James Krebs and his twin brother John decided to enlist in the Army. Their two older brothers were already fighting, and they wanted to follow in their footsteps. War would spare only one of them. Few in this July 4th crowd know the story behind the veteran in this old Army Jeep.
I think that 69 years later, here I am, enjoying the cheers of the crowd. It's just a wonderful, wonderful place here.
In 1943, James and his twin brother John enlisted in the Army.
Well, I wanted to serve mainly because we needed it.
The two brothers were also united in their decision to stop the Germans.
The Germans were trying to take over the world, and we had to stop them some way.
By 1945, James and John were serving in different units.
We wanted to serve together.
But he says the Army wouldn't allow it, considering his two older brothers were already fighting. But when James' unit lost its bazooka team, his commander needed volunteers, and it came with an important perk. James could choose the person to load his weapon.
Well, I picked my twin brother. So we got to serve together.
The twins were together again, but in 1945 they came under heavy machine gun fire. James says they tried to make a run for it in a wide open field.
I saw my brother go down, and I dropped down beside him, and as I shielded him, the bullet went through my hip and into his body. And
James carried his brother to the nearest first aid station.
And he died in my arms before I got him there. Oh, I was devastated.
At his home in Sunbury,
this is my Silver Star medal.
James still has his Army uniform, complete with 2 Purple Hearts medals. On the wall, a World War II memorial dedicated to his twin brother.
He died when he was 19 years old.
The war may have taken his brother, but James says if he were alive, he would echo what many of his generation would say about choosing to fight.
That's something that had to be done because so many of our guys were being killed. And
James says he and his brother tried to enlist earlier, but every branch rejected them because of the sole survivor policy. It was designed to protect members of a family from combat duty if they had already lost family members. He says the Army agreed to take the brothers after his mother wrote a letter to the Army allowing their sons to serve. Reporting live in the newsroom, Kevin Landers, 10 TV News.
Thanks, Kevin. What great sacrifice these men and women have made.